can't get aboard, because my hands are tied. You're gonna have to help me.
I said get aboard.
You ain't never gonna get me alive to Fort Grant, boy.
And I'll get you there, too.
Interesting facts about famous people.
Western villains that steal the show. Here on this channel, I talk about the best Western actors, often. From time to time, we also need to give some space for the black hat guys, or girls, the bad guy or villain. Following my previous video, here are some more of the best of the bad. So today I will take a look at those bad guys who upstaged the good guy or hero. If you enjoy this video, hit the notification button to get my new videos. If you want to check out my many other videos, head over to my channel. The link is in the description. Please take a moment to like and subscribe to the channel as well. I appreciate it. Let's get into it. Lee Marvin as Bill Masters, 7 Men From Now, 1956. Ex-sheriff Ben Stride tracks the 7 men who held up a Wells Fargo office and killed his wife. Stride is tormented by the fact that his own failure to keep his job was the reason his wife was working in the express office, so he is partly responsible for her death. Stride encounters a married couple heading west to California and helps them. Along the way they are joined by 2 ne'er-do-wellers, Masters and Cleef, who know that Stride is after the express office robbers. They plan to let Stride lead them to the bandits, then make away with the loot themselves. But they aren't the only ones carrying a secret. Ernest Borgnine as Collie Trimble, Bad Day at Black Rock, 1955. From the time John McCready steps off the train in Black Rock, he feels a chill from the local residents. The town is only a speck on the map, and few strangers ever come to the place. McCready himself is tight-lipped about the purpose of his trip, and he finds that the hotel refuses him a room. The local garage refuses to rent him a car, and the sheriff is a useless drunkard. It's apparent that the locals have something to hide, but when he finally tells them that he is there to speak to a Japanese-American farmer named Kamoko, he touches a nerve so sensitive that he will spend the next 24 hours fighting for his life.
Who'd miss a nobody like McCready if he just...
Jack Palance as Duryea, Arrowhead, 1953. Chief of Scouts Ed Bannon narrowly avoids an Apache ambush while working with the cavalry stationed at Fort Clark, Texas. The US Army is trying to talk peace with the Apaches and move them to reservations in Florida, and they take Bannon's efforts as detrimental to their new policies, so they fire him. When the Apache chief's son, Duryea, returns from an Eastern education, Bannon becomes highly suspicious of his motives, based on the run-ins with Duryea in the past. Bannon continues shadowing the proceedings, to the chagrin of both the US Army and the Apache warrior. Lee Van Cleef as Sentenza, The Good, the Bad and the Ugly, 1965. During the American Civil War, 3 men set off to find $200,000 in buried gold coins. Tuco and Blondie have known each other for some time now, having used the reward on Tuco's head as a way of earning money. The third man, Angel Eyes, hears of the gold stash from someone he's been hired to kill. All he knows is to look for someone named Bill Carson. The 3 ultimately meet in a showdown that takes place amid a major battle between Confederate and Union forces. Angel Eyes is not so different from other villains Van Cleef has played, but here he is much more sharply developed, calmly self-assured, murderous, sadistic, traitorous and remorseless.
You're not digging.
Richard Boone as John Fane, Big Jake, 1971. McCandless Ranch is overrun by a gang of cutthroats led by evil John Fane. They kidnap little Jacob McCandles and hold him for $1 million ransom. There is only one man, brave enough, tough enough, and smart enough to bring him back alive, and that man is Big Jake. The worst kind of criminal, the cultured man whose intelligence has made him contemptuous of humanity, but who will use and later ruthlessly discard those who helped him after he gets what he wants.
Now you understand. Anything goes wrong, anything at all. Your fault, my fault, nobody's fault. It don't matter. I'm gonna blow your head off. Simple as that.
Bruce Dern as Miller, Hang 'em High, 1968. A band of vigilantes catch Jed Cooper, Clint Eastwood, and, incorrectly believing him guilty of cattle rustling and murder, hang him, and leave him for dead. But he doesn't die. He returns to his former profession of lawman to hunt down his lynchers and bring them to justice.
Because my hands are tied. You're gonna have to help me.
I said get aboard,
You ain't never gonna get me alive to Fort Grant, boy.
and I'll get you there too.
Kill me.
Robert Ryan as Ben Vandergroot, The Naked Spur, 1953. Captured, unarmed, and alone, except for the naive daughter of his best friend. He is able to survive through guile, wit, and by goading his captors into mistrusting one another. He's mean, he was born mean, and you know he was born mean.
Stop him, Ben won't have a chance.
Chance at what? To kill us all? All right, if that's what you want, I'll give him a chance. There. Now, into your leanings, not a ranching man. I don't deny you got a dirty deal, but... the things a gal can do to a man. Ah, shut up!
Robert Mitchum as Reverend Rudd, 5-card stud, 1968. After a card shark is caught cheating, he is taken out and lynched by the drunkards he was playing against. Soon afterwards, the men who were in the lynch mob start turning up murdered, one after another, all by hanging, strangling, or smothering. Who will be killed next and who is responsible? Is it one of the original party seeking to cover their accursed deed, or perhaps the mysterious Reverend Jonathan Rudd, who has recently arrived in town? Although Mitchum's role here is a somewhat watered-down version of his Harry Powell in The Night of the Hunter, he's still menacing enough to ensure that God's house will be filled to capacity every Sunday. Dan Duryea as Waco Johnny Dean, Winchester 73, 1950. In a marksmanship contest, Len McAdam wins a prized Winchester rifle, which is immediately stolen by the runner-up, Dutch Henry Brown. This story of a rifle then follows McAdam's pursuit, and the rifle as it changes hands, until a final showdown and shootout on a rocky mountain precipice. The perpetual juvenile delinquent who thinks that robbing a bank is no more a crime than stealing from a candy store. Barbara Stanwyck as Martha Wilkerson, The Violent Men, 1955. A Union ex-officer plans to sell up to Anchor Ranch and move east with his fiancée, but the low price offered by Anchor's crippled owner and the outfit's bully boy tactics make him think again. When one of his hands is murdered, he decides to stay and fight, utilizing his war experience. Not all is well at Anchor, with the owner's wife carrying on with his brother, who anyway has a Mexican mole in town. A heartless, selfish woman, played by Stanwyck, as only she knows how. She tosses her paraplegic husband's crutches into the fire and leaves him to die in a flaming ranch house. hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know what you think in the comments. I appreciate your likes and subscribers. Hit the notification button to get my new videos. Take a look at my channel and check out my Facebook page. The links are in the description. I am Wrangler. Bye for now. See you again soon.
Interesting facts about famous people.